So over and over, we've talked about a few different ways to build resilience. We've talked about self-awareness, and we do that with the stress scale. We've talked about self-care. And last time we started talking about a little bit more about self-management. So Mari, you can go to the next slide. So you all have the IRP. We've sent it via email. I think you got it last week. Also in the chat. But we're going to take a second now. Mar, go to the next slide, please. And there's a second page to that. First, I do want to say about that first page, if you weren't here and you missed Happy Place last week, don't worry, it's on the portal. You can go and you can go through the process, and that's where the blue part of the IRP is, where you fill in the voice of your inner wisdom or your inner cheerleader. So don't worry if you don't have that part filled in. And Gabriella, if you need to email us because you missed part of last week, just let me know, and we can help you through this. But we're going to go to this next page here. So this is page 2 of your IRP. And I think the main thing I want to point out here is this is, there's 2 things that you're going to put on here. One, when we went through the self-assessment 2 sessions ago, you wrote down things that were really working for you, that you were already doing in terms of your self-care. Because what we do not want to do is we don't want to come up with, I have 15 new goals, and it's this laundry list, and it's the stressful thing that you try to get done. That's the opposite of what we're trying to do. So this is like, put down what's already working for you and that you're already doing. And then you can maybe add 1 or 2 new things of something you want to do consistently. And notice at the top, there's letters that correspond to days of the week. This is so you can track yourself. Mar, if you want to go to the next slide, I'm going to just show you a quick, this is mine. This is mine from 2 weeks ago. I do yoga in a consistent way. I have some things on there just to remind me of something that I'm wanting to do. Sometimes I meet my goals and sometimes I don't. I just make sure that I'm not harsh on myself if I don't meet my goals. I have on there also that I do, what else is on there? I do self-love, I do a self-hug, I do journaling of feelings. And if you notice around there, every day I sit down, I'm like, okay, what did I experience? What are all the feelings that I felt today? And I write those down just to realize they all come, they all go, feelings pass. So the question is, what works for you? What helps your body to de-stress? What do you enjoy? What is fun? So this is an opportunity. Mar's going to play some music. You're going to have about just a few minutes to get a start on this. You don't have to fill in the whole thing. This one is completed. This one is after 2 weeks of checking. Each day I would check what I did. You're just going to fill out the part under action steps now and what previously was working. Does anyone have any questions about this? No, okay. So, and you don't have to do this now, there's no rush. You also don't have to do this at all. Like for me, tracking myself really, really works. I find a lot of freedom when I discipline myself in this way. There's a lot of freedom in it for me. But it's really up to you. So Mar, if you want to just turn on some music, everyone go ahead and start writing down some things that you think will be supportive for you over the next couple weeks. Also be useful to write down how many times, what is your intention? I'd like to do yoga twice a week. I'd like to do a walk in nature once a week. So the frequency is good to write that down as well as you're doing this.